Hey, what's up, Galaxy Gang? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're playing against Dracotail. So yeah, it's gonna be. Let's see what we're gonna do. We're going second, so we start off with Galaxy Eyes, Tachyon Primal, Ash Blossom, Photon Delta Wing, Infinity Dragon, and Galaxy Wizard. My opponent has Dracotail 5 mana, Rahu Dracotail, Super Polymerization, Ash Blossom, and Dracotail Sting. Okay, so my opponent goes first. He activates the Rahu Dracotail. I immediately use Ash Blossom. He has to set 2, and then he passes turn. Alright, now it's my turn. I draw into a triple tactics thrust. Okay, so we go standby phase, main phase 1. I use Infinity Dragon first. Okay, yeah, here, yeah, I think that was the correct play to use this card first. Actually, maybe not. Maybe I should have just went normal summon Galaxy Wizard because there was no lock on that. Try to bait out an Ash Blossom or something. I was thinking about that. Yeah, if I had Galaxy Wizard, Sword, Infinity Dragon, probably do that first. And Galaxy Wizard, bait out an Ash Blossom. If they don't have it, then I can add Galaxy 100. If I did not have Galaxy Wizard, then obviously Infinity Dragon would have been the correct play because I can't use Photon Delta Wing first to bait out something because 1, I would have a monster on field, and 2, this locks into lights. Yeah. Okay, so he ashes that. That's unfortunate. Okay. So I'm thinking I normal summon Photon Delta Wing. He lets that go through. I special summon the Photon Delta Wing to the field. Okay. Alright, overlay both. I go into the Galaxy Photon Dragon. Yeah, I summoned it in defense mode because I was scared of a Dracotail Horn. But that would not have done anything. Yeah, if that was the case, he would have done something on the Photon Delta Wing, so I should have read that. He had a Dracotail Sting face down. either he had Dracotail Sting or the other Dracotail that negates spells. Dracotail Flame, I think. But yeah, I should have read that was a Sting. So I use Photon Dragon's effect to detach. Now I can add Galaxy 100 to hand. Okay, what do I do next? Okay, now I use the Tachyon Primal's effect, special summon into the field, use the effect to add a Tachyon Transmigration. Now I use Galaxy 100, he lets that go through, so I should have read that he did not have the flame. So I use that effect to send Jumper, use Jumper's effect, now I can add Galaxy Expedition to hand. Alright, now I use Galaxy Expedition to special summon Galaxy Soldier. Now this was a misplay here. I should have special summoned the Photon Emperor. Either I should have used Galaxy 100 to send Photon Emperor to the graveyard, or special summon Photon Emperor to the field. That way I could play around Bestial or something. But yeah, that was definitely a misplay. Okay, so Chainlink 1 Soldier, Chainlink 2 Photon Dragon. Alright, now I can add Galaxy Eyes Afterglow Dragon to hand. Yeah, no, it was definitely a misplay because there really wasn't any like Galaxy cards that I could really add that were going to be effective. Okay. Alright, he wants to read the added card, that's fine. He reads the Afterglow. Okay, I overlay both monsters and go into a Shadow Dragon. Shadow Dragon's effect, and then, yeah, so he changed Super Poly to that, sending both my monsters. And yeah, that one hurt a lot. Okay, now I can add 7 Tachyon to hand. I use Thrust. Because he used a monster effect this turn. Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, he used Ash Blossom this turn. Okay, I add Foolish Burial to hand. I use Foolish Burial. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think, yeah. Okay. So yeah, then sending the Emperor for Galaxy 100. Yeah, sending Emperor for Galaxy 100 would have been incorrect. The correct play would have been to send Jumper, add Expedition to summon Photon Emperor. Yeah, that was the correct play. Because the fact that he did not use Flame 100, he did not use Horn on my Photon Delta Wing, that means the third card would have been Dracotail Sting. Yeah, okay, I use Foolish Burial to send the Photon Emperor to grave, use Photon Emperor's effect. He uses the Dracotail Sting to banish my monster, and they got Galaxy Expedition. Putting back the Rahu Dracotail, now he draws Ghost Spell. Wow. And I just passed turn, he draws to the Dracotail 5 mana. Okay, goes main phase 1, goes into Typhon, attacks me directly, and then that's it, passes turn. I draw into another Thrust, I go standby phase, main phase 1. I then go and use Infinity Dragon's effect, special summon itself, Special summon the Tachyon Primal. What I was thinking about doing was go 7 attack to put my monster back, add the Primal to hand. Yeah, that probably would have been the better play. Yeah, I go into a Tachyon Dragon, and then I use 7 attack, revealing the Star Seraph Sentry, adding the Galaxy Summoner to hand, and I put back the... what did I put back? I put back Galaxy Wizards to the top of the deck. Okay. Misplay was summoning my Tachyon Dragon in the EMZ. Yeah, so I immediately go to attack with Tachyon Dragon. Alright, destroy it. Okay, he uses the Garua's effect, so now he can draw a card. Draws into Branded Fusion. I go main phase 2, I normal summon the Galaxy Summoner. Alright, targeting my Primal. He goes and uses Ghost Spell. I'm like, okay, that sucks. Now I use Triple Tactics Thrust. I probably should have used the Summoner. Yeah, probably should have used Summoner immediately. In main phase 1, that was also a misplay. Okay, so I used Thrust to set the Eternal Galaxy, and I pass turn. I could have also special summoned Afterglow from my hand as well. My opponent draws. He draws into the Fallen and the Virtuous. He uses Branded Fusion. I immediately go attack Interest Migration to negate that. He goes Fallen the Virtuous to pop my Tachyon Dragon. By sending... what's he going to send? He's going to send the Ash Dragon to the graveyard. Okay, pops it. In phase, uses the Ash Dragon. Now he can special summon the Fallen of the Albaz, discarding a Dracotail 5 mana, sending my Galaxy Summoner to the grave, special summoning the Sanctifier. Alright, now my turn. I draw 7 attack. And then standby phase, main phase 1. Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. I use 7 attack, revealing the Star Seraph Sentry. Now I can add Galaxy Wizard to hand. Alright, putting back my Afterglow. I normal summon the Galaxy Wizard. I use the effect of Tribute. Now I can add Galaxy Trance to hand. I use Galaxy Trance to pay 2,000 life points. It doesn't really matter because, yeah, I had no targets left in the deck. Oh, well, I actually had no targets engraved to summon off. To summon the monster. Yeah, and it didn't really matter. He had Sanctifier to also beat me as well. And I kind of just scooped because I was just really tilted by how bad I played. I was really tilted by the way I played that game. Like that was not good play for me whatsoever. Yeah, so yeah, we go to game 2. Alright, so yeah, so we open with Tech Entrance Migration, Infinity Dragon, Photon Delta Wing, Pot of Prosperity, and Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Primal. Okay, my opponent, he opens with the Dracotail Lucius, Ketu Dracotail, Dracotail 5 mana, Super Polymerization, and Mulcharming Fuelos. So this is a really good hand right now. Yeah, he goes and activates the Mulcharming Fuelos in the draw phase immediately. Yeah, that was smart. I had the Pot of Prosperity. I probably would have went Pot of Prosperity first, banish 6 to see if I can get to an Ash or a Call by the Grave. More than likely, he would have chained the Fuelos from there, like, you know. But that's fine. Okay. Main phase 1, I use Infinity Dragon. Trying to see if there was any way that... Man, that Super Poly was just tough, and then the 5 mana as well. But I'm like, oh, I mean, like, double Tachyon Transmigration, so it shouldn't matter. But, yeah, with this Dracotail deck, they run so many, like, super poly targets, especially, for my deck. So it's, like, hard. Like, even if I banish Garua, they still have Mud Dragon. If not, they still have Psychotarion Dragon. And, yeah, it's just too much. Yeah, so I go and use Infinity Dragon's effect, special summon the Galaxy Eyes Afterglow Dragon from the deck. He draws into a Dracotail Malulu. I overlay both into a Shadow Dragon. I use Shadow Dragon. Oh yeah, he draws into a Droll Lockbird. He's probably not going to use it this turn. I use Shadow Dragon's effect. Now I can add Galaxy 100 to hand. Okay, now I use Galaxy 100. Now I can, yeah, I accidentally did that. I can send the Photon Jumper to the graveyard. I use Jumper's effect. Add Eternal Galaxy to hand. Okay. Alright, now use Shadow Dragon's effect to detach 2. Special summon the Tachyon Dragon. Now I can use Afterglow's effect. Now I can special summon the Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon from the deck. He draws another card. I use Galaxy 100. Now I can see his extra deck. I banished the Garua. In hindsight, I probably should have banished the Secretarion Dragon. And now, in hindsight, I banished the Secretarion Dragon because at least I'll still be able to, use my card effects. If he gets rid of 2 of my monsters, who cares, Like, I'll still be able to use something. I'll still be able to use number 38. I'll still be able to maybe use a Tachyon Transmigration Trap in my hand. But yeah. Unfortunately, that was probably a misplay. Probably didn't matter all in the end. He's drawing too many cards for me anyway. So I use Photon Delta Wing's effect, special summon another Photon Delta Wing. He draws to a Urgula. Okay, that's fine. I overlay both my Photon monsters to a Galaxy Photon Dragon. Alright, he draws to a Phyrexial. I use Photon Dragon's effect to detach. Now I can add Galaxy Expedition to hand. Okay, now I use Primal's effect. Now I can special summon it to the field. Use Primal's effect. And he's tried to use the Dracotail 5 mana. Okay, Dracotail 5 mana, sending the Malulu and the Urgula to the graveyard. Now, and also the Lucius. Okay. And the Droll and Lockbird. Now he special summons the Dracotail Arthalion. Okay, now I can add another Tachyon Transmigration to hand. Alright, now he's thinking of Chainlinks. He goes Chainlink 1 Malulu, Chainlink 2 Urgula. Let's see what these do. So Urgula can set a spell or trap, then pop a spell or trap on the field, and then Malulu can also, and then Malulu can negate a monster effect on the field. For whatever reason, I used Tachyon Transmigration here. I should not have. That was definitely a misplay on my end. I should not have done this. Who cares if he sets 2? Who cares if he sets 2 cards? I can easily get rid of them. I'm trying to think, is there a way for me to get rid of them? I could go into Cypher Blade. Yeah, I could have got rid of one of them. I could have got rid of the Rahu that he set. Or he actually probably would have set a trap. So I could have just popped the trap card, let him keep the Rahu or whatever. Who cares about that? But using the Tachyon Transmigration in that play probably was a misplay for sure. I should have saved this. Okay. Now I go Pot of Prosperity. I'm trying to see if I can draw anything. Yeah, banish 3. So I get to add Foolish Burial to hand. Okay. Alright, let's see what we do next. I use Foolish Burial. So now I can send the Photon Emperor to the graveyard. I use the effect. Let's see, does he use, he lets that go. He doesn't use Ghost Spell. Interesting. Okay. Now I get 2 normal summons this turn. So now I use Expedition. Now I can switch some of the Galaxy Soldier from the deck. He draws another card. Soldier 1, Photon Dragon 2. Now I can add Galaxy Summoner to hand. I now overlay both my Tachyon Primal and my Photon Dragon into a number 38. He draws another Super Poly. I overlay Soldier and Photon Emperor to another number 38. He draws into another Ghost Spell. I now set the Eternal Galaxy, and I pass turn. Probably should have set the Tachyon Transmigration as well. I don't think this deck would side in Lightning Storm and Board Breakers. They would side in a bunch of monsters, hand traps and stuff. So that was a misplay on my end. Let's see what I'm contending with here. So he has a 5 mana Ketu, Phyrexial. Okay, so I think, so the reason I did not use Eternal Galaxy in standby phase was because he still would have a Mud Dragon, because I would just go Eternal Galaxy, target my Photon Dragon, go into Photon Lord, add something. I don't have any more Tachyon Primals in deck, I think, or normal Tachyon Transmigration, so there's no point in me going into that play. So I just kept it like this. Maybe that was a misplay. I'm not too sure. Either way, yeah. Actually, that was the correct play, I think, in hindsight. Yeah, just leave it like that. Okay. Main phase 1. Alright, he's thinking. Normal summons the Phyrexial. Okay, Phyrexial, special summon the Lucius. And then he goes Lucius effect. I think I should have, when he did that, maybe I should have chained Eternal Galaxy. I probably should have chained Eternal Galaxy. But yeah, he gets to add Pan to hand. He uses Super Poly, discarding the Ketu, sending both the Lucius and my number 38. Yeah, that was a tough one. Yeah, and he gets to summon Secretarian Dragon because that's on the field. I can't use number 38, unfortunately. So immediately after that, I chain Eternal Galaxy, targeting my Photon Dragon. He chains the Fallen and the Virtuous. Unfortunately, this yeah, sends the Fusion Monster as cost. This card is insane. And I'm like, I can't let that go through. So, oh no, I do let that go through. Yeah, now if I would have kept the attack on Transmigration, I would have been able to do something, but I did not. Yes, he goes 5 mana, sending the Ghost Spell and the Dracotail Pan. He goes into a Dracotail Arthalion. And yeah, he goes Channeling 1 Art, target the number 107, the 5 mana. And then Channeling 2 Pan. I immediately use Tactile Transmigration to put all that stuff back. Then he uses the Pan, putting the Pan back. Oh wait, what is he doing? I don't know what's he doing. Yeah, like he was trying to use Pan's other effect, like if a fusion monster you control is destroyed by card effect, you can place this card on the bottom and special summon a non-fusion Dracotail from your graveyard. No, you cannot do that because it was returned to the deck, so I don't know what he's doing. Anyway, so he uses Ketu Dracotail. Now he can add Dracotail Malulu, then he can fuse if he wants to. So he's fusing the Malulu and the Frixel, special summoning a Gulamel. Yeah, at that point, I'm like, yeah, there's just nothing I can do right now. It's just too much, and I don't really have much follow-up plays. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I did not play well whatsoever. I did not play well game 1. I definitely snatched defeat from the jaws of victory. That should have been a win on my part. I did not play it well. I did not read cards well. Yeah, I should have read that he had Dracotail Sting, especially because he did not use Horn on Photon Delta Wing. He did not use, Horn on Photon Delta Wing. He didn't use, Flame on Galaxy 100, so he only had Dracotail Sting left. So I don't know why I played the way I played. And then, also, like, I could have gotten out of that situation if I would have not summoned Tachyon Primal in the EMZ zone. Cause then I would have just went like Soul Flare or something after he Ghost Spelled me. Aside from that, game 2, I could have played that a bit better. I'm thinking maybe, yeah, I would say like yeah, Garula, yeah, banishing Garula is correct play. Using Tachyon Transmigration when he was just, using 2 cards, and he's just using like 2 Dracotail effects, probably the incorrect play. That's probably the incorrect play. I probably should just let that go, and then just like upgraded my Tachyon Dragon to like Cypher Blade to just pop one of the 2 cards that he was gonna set off of his cards. Because Malulu was just gonna negate a monster effect on the field. None of my monsters had any effects to be negated that were actually good to be used that turn. And then you also had Pan, which would have popped the Spell or Trap. I only had Galaxy 100 on field, so who cares if he pops it? Okay. But yeah. And then I would have had an extra Attack and Transmigration to do something with. That Secretarian play was crazy, though. Like, I was not thinking about that. I was not thinking about that whatsoever. Like, him using, him fusing off a Dragon Monster and Spellcaster. That's tough. But yeah, that's it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll try to play a little bit better. Yeah, that's it. Peace, guys.